our next inductee is Coach Jack Stewart.
Jack Stewart. Stewart is revered in Sacs for leading the school's infant football program into the Alabama High School Athletic Association playoffs. When Stewart arrived at Sacs as head football coach prior to the 1966 football season, the Wildcats had only one winning record in their 6 years of varsity football competition. That soon changed. Stewart's first football game at Sacs was a victory, 14-13 over Fairview. His second Wildcats team went 5-4. In 1968, Stewart's third Sacs team was 9-0 in the regular season. Win number 8 came at Oxford, 27-18 over the Yellow Jackets before a crowd estimated at 12,000. Sacs was one of 4 Class 3A teams to qualify for the AHSAA playoffs. The Wildcats defeated Fairfield 31-0 in the semifinals before finishing as Class 3A runner-up. Stewart was voted Calhoun County Coach of the Year by his fellow coaches following the 1968 season. The 1968 Wildcats gave Sacs its first undefeated regular season, its first playoff appearance, and its first 10-win season. The Wildcats also received the East Alabama Officials Association's Sportsmanship Award. The 1971 Wildcats were 8-0-1 in the regular season, one of 8 3A teams to qualify for the playoffs that year, and reached the semifinals before losing to eventual state champion Tarrant. In 1974, Sacs was 8-1 in the regular season and won its first area championship in football. The Wildcats then finished 1-1 in the 3A playoffs. In 1974, Stewart shared Calhoun County Big 5 Coach of the Year recognition. During much of the 1977 season, back problems prevented Stewart from coaching the way he was accustomed to doing the job, and he retired after the season ended. Overall, Stewart's 12 Sacs teams were 70-40-4. Stewart grew up in Lineville and graduated from high school there in 1948. His high school coach, Alan McNeese, wrote the following to be read at Jack Stewart Day following Stewart's retirement from Sacs. Quote, "Jack Stewart played football for me at Lineville High School. Even though Jack was an outstanding player on the field, his leadership and community activities even surpassed his outstanding athletic ability. Jack Stewart's retirement is the end of an era. However, his influence will continue for years to come." Before graduating from Jacksonville State, he earned 2 letters in football and served as a captain as a senior. He also played 2 years of basketball. Stewart began his coaching career in Bowden, Georgia, where he was an assistant coach in football. He also served as girls basketball coach and led the Bowden girls to a state championship his first year at the school. That same year, Stewart's Bowden baseball team was state runner-up. The opportunity to become a head coach in football and basketball enticed Stewart back to Lineville in the fall of 1959, accepting the job offer less than a week before his team's first game. In 7 years at Lineville, he never had a losing record in football. Stewart's overall record at Lineville was 52-11-3. In 1960, and again in 1961, the Aggies were 10-0, and the 1961 team was awarded the mythical state championship for its class. 2 of Stewart's Lineville basketball teams finished as runner-up in the Class 1A state tournament. Stewart served on the AHSAA District Board for 11 years. On October 1, 1993, Sacs High School named its football field in his honor. He was elected to the AHSAA Hall of Fame in 1995. Stewart died September 11, 1998.
Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame. Pleased to induct into the class of 2012, Coach Jack Stewart. Let me say tonight, Allie Stewart, his wife, lives in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and she has been hospitalized this week, so be in prayer for her. She just got out of the hospital, I believe, yesterday. We are very grateful and very pleased to have one of his daughters representing the Stewart family tonight. Nina Furukawa is here all the way from California. Please welcome her.
special thank you to the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame for honoring my dad in this way. A special thanks to John Holder for sponsoring him and for guiding my family through the event along with Joe. My dad would have been thrilled to be in the company of all of these inductees and all of the past year's inductees. When I saw the names, I read through all the names of the inductees. They were so familiar to me from growing up, many of them because I met them and they were friends of our family, but also because I heard my dad talk respectfully and fondly about them, even the rival coaches. My mom, my family, more of my family was going to be here tonight, including my mom, and they send their regrets, but she was in the hospital, she's going to be okay. But my sisters are there taking care of her, and my daughter Maya came with me, flew by herself actually, and came to meet me here so that she could learn a little bit about my dad and to meet all of you and be a part of Southern football. My mom wanted me to tell you, to let you all know how much she loved being a coach's wife, even doing the players' laundry at our house. I remember looking in the washing machine going, what is all of that? I have no idea. Rolling out and cooking up 150 hamburgers, making gallons of baked beans. She loved the opportunities to get to meet some renowned coaches like Coach Bryan at Alabama and Charlie in Wardale. But mostly she loved the interaction with the players and the cheerleaders and the coaches and the teachers and all of their wives. That was her favorite part of being a coach's wife. It was really important for me to be here tonight to say thank you to all of you who supported my dad throughout his career. The coaches' wives, players, the cheerleaders, the teachers, the administrators, the band members, the parents, the students, the fans, and then the community, the blind, Gold Bowden, and especially Saks, and our friends and family. You supported our family in so many ways and will always be grateful. I just want to say a special thanks to a couple people that are here tonight that were so important to our family, and that's Jackie Sparks was one of my dad's coaches, and Doug and Joella Cannell are here, along with George and Agnes Smith, and they were very special friends and very important in my dad's career and in our family life, and still are. From them and from all of you, I learned how to live in community, how to be good friends, and most of all, how important it is to provide guidance, support, education, and coaching to our youth. I loved growing up as Coach Ewert's daughter, and sports were still a major part of my life. I love being here and being around, I said this before, but I really love being around all the coaches and the athletes, and it just feels so good. But the best part about growing up as a coach's daughter is that even to this day, people walk up to me and say, you know, if it wasn't for your dad, I wouldn't have amounted to much, or I wouldn't have gone to college, or I would even be in jail. And then they thank me for all that my dad did for them and for what he stood for. But I just want to say to you that what you all gave to him was so much more than that. So thank you.